What's up, guys? I'm Vortac, and welcome back to RuneScape. I said in the last one I didn't want to put this on the channel. This doesn't need to be a thing on my channel, but I made a vlog about Double XP Weekend, and I thought since Unturned, I currently can't play it. Well, at the time of recording this, we're waiting for an update to fix some server problems. So I'm like, well, it might be cool to kind of give people an update in the meantime of where that all went. That video got a lot more views than I thought it would, and it actually seemed like some of you were interested despite not even playing the game. So I thought, for those of you interested, I would tell you how my Double XP Weekend went. I'll give you a little tour of my player-owned house here, starting with my brand new aquarium. And I'm still kind of learning how to use it, to be honest. But yeah, so Double XP Weekend was pretty cool. I didn't actually play all day on Sunday, which is, you'd find kind of head-scratching. I was home, and I played RuneScape, but I played old school. I don't know. So I have some things to say about the game. I didn't give this version of the game a chance. This is RuneScape 3, technically, but my character here has been around for 14 years, and he's progressed through the ages, if you will. So you can still come back and play your old character on this version, but Old School came out a few years ago, and it was to address all the people who didn't like this version. So you had to make a new character and everything, and that may be why I'm playing it, because I'm not as far in that character, and I'm getting to do things I haven't done before, but I'll get to him in a little while. With this guy, we did a whole bunch of stuff. The first thing I did when Double XP Weekend started is I finished off my 99 Fletching Cape. I was at level 98 when Double XP Weekend started, and prior to that, I was at level like 93 when I finally got back into RuneScape. So I've been working on it all week, and then Double XP Weekend came, and I just decided to finish it then. So that was a very quick little thing. And then I got myself from level 1 to 50 Divination, which is a pretty good place to stop, in my opinion. Divination was kind of boring, to be honest. Leveling it up, it does some cool stuff for you. Like you can make these divine fishing spots, and you can do, I don't know, it gives you like things that kind of help you level certain things and power-ups. I don't know, you can transmutate stuff, which is pretty cool. Like transmutate Uncut Emerald, you need 2 bright energy, really easy to come by, and then 3 uncut sapphires, which aren't as good as emeralds. And so if you have a whole bunch of sapphires and you need emeralds, like divination's kind of cool because you can do stuff like that. So it's an interesting skill, but overall, you would think by now they would make a skill a little more fun to level, personally. So I did some of that, and from there I worked on mining for like a hot minute. I got like 1 level. I got to 67 mining. And then I got level 53 Herblore. Which came from level 36, and I did it in a few minutes. It was crazy. Like between double XP and spending the right money on certain potions and stuff, really, really quick to level. And then I ended with rune crafting. I just got a few levels in that. I wanted to try the new version of rune crafting they added a while back, so that was pretty fun. Now on to the tour. My house is probably one of the things I'm most proud of in RuneScape, because I was waiting for player-owned homes from when I started the game back in the day, and then a couple years after they released player-owned homes. So this is my place. This is just a hallway. You can put up some quest items and stuff. I have an Amulet of Glory, which I can use for infinite teleports to the places that it allows you to teleport, which is pretty cool. This is study 1 out of 2. These lecterns let you make these teletabs, which actually sell for pretty good money, honestly. That's how I made my initial, like, millions, is making those. And then I started experimenting with, like, the Grand Exchange and stuff. We'll come over here, and this is the other study. It looks almost identical because it is, but I have this other lectern, which makes other teleport tablets. So that's pretty cool, or at least it used to. Maybe they, who knows, they might have combined it by now. And then all these portals lead to all over RuneScape, which is great, because you can just use these as many times as you want. So you could, in theory, collect a bunch of house teleport tabs, and then only use those to teleport around the map, which is pretty cool. These are the gardens. There's 2 of them, and there's like a dungeon down here with not much in it. I wanted to put the aquarium down here, but it only let me put that at ground level. So it's just like there's a fire pit, and there's a boxing ring. People like actually come in here in PvP, which is really nice. But you use it by going into the throne room here, and you can actually like have someone stand on this, and you can pull the lever, and it opens the trap door. And that's supposed to be an open trap door, I guess, but never mind. And then you can have a throne or 2 here, but I don't have those because I'm poor. So, yeah, I think there's cheap thrones, but I didn't... cheap throne. I'd rather just save my money. And then this is like the first room you ever get. This is like your just lounge. There's a fireplace and some chairs and bookshelves. We have a workshop in here where you can actually make some pretty cool stuff. You can come in over here and make clockwork mechanisms, toy horsey. Like, these are just little items you can play with and people can see you messing with them. There's a tool. Ooh, I forgot about this. There's actually tools. You can just take those. Pretty nice. Like, you need a hammer and a saw to build things in your house, and if you forget one, but you have one of these rooms, you're all set. These molds over here are for crafting, so, like, you just have this stuff, which is really cool. So the workshop is definitely worth it. Coming over here to the kitchen, someone told me that you actually, if you're trying to get, like, 99 cooking, you want to do it in here. And I'm like, what? I didn't do it in here, because it's not close to a bank. So I don't know if something changed. Let me look at the larder. There's just some stuff in here. I don't know. Maybe there's like a storage thing you can get, or maybe that person was just mistaken. Even they didn't seem too sure. This is pretty cool. If you pull this bell in the dining room, your servant comes, and I pay him pretty well. I shouldn't call him a servant. He's just a butler. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He'll bank things for you. He'll take stuff to the sawmill if you need more stuff to build with. This is another hall where you can put some items, and I need to actually build in these armor spaces because they're really cool looking, but something always prevented me from doing it. I don't know what. Maybe it's like my combat level or whatever. If I do build in armor space, it's not letting me do it. I don't know. Maybe, I'm not in building mode. That's probably why. So yeah, you can put some really cool stuff in here. All this stuff that's kind of white and shadowy, that's places you can build. And then there's this game room, which has some like mini games in it. I won't get into that because it just starts launching all kinds of stuff. Let's pop upstairs. It's a pretty small house when you can consider how much you can do. The butler's just following me now. I have 2 bedrooms, one for the butler and one for myself. They're virtually the same. I treat him pretty well. And then probably the room I visit the most is this costume room. You can put all kinds of stuff in here. So my holiday items live in here from years ago. Which is funny. I never actually got a Santa hat or a party hat. I missed those holiday events, even though I was playing the game during some of them, which is super, super frustrating. But I did get all these. I want to show you my pride and joy. Oh, there it is. The yo-yo. This thing was like, I think the first holiday event they did for an item that wasn't tradable between players. If I whip this thing out, people are like, I've had people stop me and go, what is that? But I don't know. People generally aren't as curious like they used to be. Got some capes. Look at me just bragging about my RuneScape junk. Look at all the time I've wasted in RuneScape. And then like in here, there's some more clothing you can store. This is like good if you're low on bank space, but you have all this stuff. So yeah, that's my house in a nutshell. But the reason I'm not really playing this game anymore is because I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. If you know something's wrong when I only play half the double XP weekend. I played all day Friday, I played half the day Saturday, and I didn't come back on Sunday. That's partially because I ran out of stuff to do. I was going to get agility up and kind of decided against it. Because, I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to get everything to 50, but then someone told me dungeoneering is a total waste for double XP weekend. It doesn't work well with double XP. And then farming takes forever, at least the way I look at it, because I don't have enough quests done to teleport all around the map, and I wasn't going to spend double XP weekend questing. And then summoning is just super expensive. So with that, I couldn't get everything to 50 like I wanted to, and I just kind of gave up. So it's weird that I'm willing to go back to this game. Old school RuneScape. This is old school. This is the version, this is how the game looked. Actually, the game looked a little bit worse than this when I first started, to be honest. But this is what they consider 2007-scape. They rolled the game back for those of us who hated the updates that RuneScape 3 ended up getting, and you had to make a whole new character. So this is my new character in this version. He's actually pretty far along. I've kind of come back and forth with him too. But on Sunday, I played him a lot, and it was kind of refreshing. I don't know. It's just because it's the game I'm kind of familiar with. It's the experience I originally signed up for, and I can see why so many people played this version of the game despite its tons of like missing features. So I've been questing. I found a quest guide. I already did all these free quests except for, I think this is a new one. But there's a quest guide that kind of takes you through all of these quests in a certain order. So if you're someone who's just starting out, if you're a brand new character, you do the quests in this certain order, and they help you gain skills, so it's a lot easier to go through them. Like it's a really cool way to do it. I feel like that's the way RuneScape should be played. Doing all the quests in the specific order from level, from your very first starting level, which is combat level 3, all the way up to forever. The quests give you a lot of experience over time, and they're just fun. It's just a cool way to, enjoy the game. But you can play this game in so many different ways. You can do PvP, you can do skilling, you can build your house up, you can try to make a whole bunch of money. The economy in this game is so fun. So yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. And if you do, the offer still stands. If you want to hang out in RuneScape, a couple people joined the Discord when I made that video, but no one's really said a whole lot about it. So you can feel free to just, hit me up in Discord, join our group and be like, hey, you playing RuneScape? And we can find a time to get together, do some quests, or, just try to scheme, make some money. That's kind of how my friends and I play. I've been playing with a few people. I don't want to call anybody out because I have some friends who are like closet RuneScape players. So I'm not going to call anybody out, but I do have a few friends that we've been playing together and just talking and shooting the poo, and it's been really cool. So this is the version I've chosen. This is the version of RuneScape I currently prefer to play. Even though I love my old RuneScape character, I just relate to this version of the game so much more. So I'm going to be knocking out quests and scratching my MMO itch with the old crappy version of RuneScape. So I appreciate you guys watching. For those of you interested, look at all the free quests. I mean, there's a lot you can do as a free member of the game just to try it. You don't miss out on a whole lot in terms of like how the game plays when you get a free account. And then if you want to pay for it, it's like $10 a month. And I usually just play it a couple months and then never touch it for a year. So that's me in a nutshell with RuneScape. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy, please leave a like. Check out new videos on the channel every day for games that I swear are not RuneScape. And I will see you next time.